Hey everyone, ever wonder why wealthy people rarely talk about money? It's not just about being secretive. There are actually some powerful reasons behind their silence. Today, I'm sharing 10 eye-opening reasons why the rich keep their finances off the table. Stick around, because understanding this could change the way you think about money and success. Reason 10. The rich know. Those who talk usually don't have it. Here's the kicker. A lot of people who constantly talk about money aren't actually rich. Flashy social media posts, name-dropping luxury brands, or obsessing over income are often signs of someone trying to appear successful, not someone who actually is. Wealthy individuals know this. They've seen it time and time again. Real success doesn't need validation or applause. When you truly have wealth, you don't feel the urge to prove it to anyone. Instead, you focus on preserving it, growing it, and using it wisely. Silence becomes a quiet confidence. That subtle, low-profile approach, it often separates those who have real, lasting wealth from those who are just chasing the illusion of it. Reason 9. Humility is strategic. Modesty isn't just a virtue, it's a strategic choice for many wealthy individuals. By staying humble and avoiding flashy displays of wealth, they're able to blend in more easily with others and avoid unnecessary resentment or envy. When you flaunt your riches, you risk alienating people or creating a barrier that makes authentic relationships difficult. Humility, on the other hand, invites connection and trust. Wealthy people understand that genuine relationships are built on respect and common ground, not on status symbols or money talk. Being approachable and down-to-earth helps them build stronger personal and professional networks. It also allows them to navigate social situations smoothly, keeping focus on shared interests and values rather than on who has the bigger bank account. Reason 8. They prefer to talk about ideas, not income. The richest people aren't sitting around comparing paychecks or flexing over what they earned last quarter. That kind of talk quickly becomes boring when money is no longer a struggle. Instead, they shift their focus to ideas, big, meaningful, world-changing ideas. They're discussing investments in emerging technologies, ways to disrupt industries, innovative solutions to global challenges, or how to create long-term impact through philanthropy. For them, money is just the fuel, not the end goal. It's a resource that allows them to build, influence, and solve. In high net worth circles, the most respected people are often the ones who contribute the most intellectually or socially, not just financially. Reason 7. They understand money is just one part of life. Health, relationships, purpose, freedom. Many truly wealthy people come to realize that these aspects of life are far more fulfilling than any number in a bank account. After a certain level of financial security is reached, the pursuit of more money becomes less motivating. Instead, they focus on what actually brings happiness and meaning. You'll often hear them talk more about wellness routines, time with family, travel experiences, or personal growth than financial wins. Money becomes just a tool, not the destination. That shift in perspective leads them to have deeper, more enriching conversations that revolve around fulfillment rather than finances. Reason 6. They're surrounded by other wealthy people. In elite circles, everyone has money. It's the baseline, not the highlight. Talking about wealth in those environments is redundant, like bragging about air. No one's impressed by your bank balance when everyone at the table is financially comfortable or well beyond that. Instead, conversations shift to things that truly matter in those circles: ideas, innovations, influence, and impact. People talk about business ventures, philanthropic goals, global trends, or how to solve complex problems. Status isn't earned by showing off wealth. It's earned by showing vision, insight, and the ability to create lasting value. In these environments, substance always outweighs showmanship. Reason 5. Real wealth is quiet. There's a saying, money talks, but wealth whispers. And it couldn't be more true. The flashiest people, those constantly showing off cars, watches, or designer clothes, often aren't the wealthiest. In many cases, they're spending to appear rich, not because they are. True wealth tends to be quiet, steady, and deeply rooted. It's generational, diversified, and focused on preservation, not attention. People with real money don't need to announce it because their lifestyle isn't about validation. They're thinking decades ahead, not chasing instant approval. While others are busy flashing their latest purchase, the truly wealthy are building legacy, value, and freedom behind the scenes. Their confidence comes from financial security, not social status. Reason 4. Avoiding jealousy and judgment. Nothing kills a conversation like, "I just bought my 5th vacation home." Even if it's true, most wealthy individuals are very aware that flaunting their wealth can trigger envy, resentment, or awkwardness. It can instantly create a divide between them and others, making people feel uncomfortable, insecure, or even judged. Beyond envy, there's also the risk of being misunderstood or labeled as arrogant or out of touch. People might assume they're showing off or trying to make others feel small. That's not the kind of attention most wealthy individuals want. Instead, they choose to stay under the radar, blending in and keeping conversations relatable. Reason 3. It's not their identity. Truly wealthy people often don't need to talk about money because it's not how they define themselves. Their identity isn't tied to their bank balance or material possessions. Instead, they focus on things like impact, legacy, purpose, and personal growth. For them, money is simply a tool, something that enables them to build businesses, support causes they care about, or live life on their own terms. They've usually moved past the stage where financial success is something to prove. In fact, constantly talking about money can feel shallow or limiting to them. They'd rather be known for their ideas, their character, or the value they bring to others, not for what they earn or own. Reason 2. Discretion equals security. When you're wealthy, the stakes are higher, and so are the risks. Talking openly about your assets, investments, or financial status can make you a target. It's not just about bragging rights. It can invite everything from scams and phishing attempts to frivolous lawsuits and extortion. In extreme cases, it can even pose a threat to personal safety or the safety of your family. Wealthy individuals understand that the more people know about what they have, the more vulnerable they become. That's why many of them choose to fly under the radar, keeping details about their finances private and out of public view. Silence isn't just humility, it's smart risk management. Reason 1. It's socially taboo. Let's start with the obvious one. In many cultures around the world, talking about money is just awkward. It makes people uncomfortable, and often, it's seen as poor taste. Whether you're wealthy or not, bringing up your salary, net worth, or what you paid for something can instantly shift the tone of a conversation. It can come across as bragging, showing off, or worse, trying to establish dominance or superiority. Even among close friends and family, money talk can spark tension, jealousy, or judgment. That's why the wealthy often avoid these discussions altogether. They've learned that discretion keeps relationships smoother and more authentic. They don't want to make others feel inferior or invite unnecessary attention to themselves. Thanks for watching. If you found these insights helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content on wealth, mindset, and success. And drop a comment below. What surprised you the most? See you next time.